Right, my deck felt legitimately unbeatable. Except that I lost one time, but now we're gonna switch the Triomes. And just need not to board out Bowmaster answers. I don't know if Ardent Plea is playable at all, honestly. Like, Shardless Agent is fine, because you get a 2/2 monster. But the play on top of that is kinda stinky. GG's, I was a Titan player. GG's, Kase, Hero S. BB, not playing BB with Force of Negation my deck. It's pronounced Playa, okay. Alright, time for a big change. Fire Ice over Fire Ice. Over a Playa. One of Endurance looks weird to me. If you don't have Endurance, you're gonna deck to your own beans. If you have an Endurance, you do not deck to your own beans, and that's why it's in the deck. It's a tutor target, by tutoring is just drawing your entire deck. Dismember was fine, Commandeers were fine, Force of Vigor was fine, all of the cards seemed fine. Is it better than Plains Land? What's a Plains Land? Mistveil Plains? For sure, yeah. Like, Mistveil Plains is like, you put one card on the bottom and Beanstalk draws 10,000. Endurance shuffles your entire graveyard, so... Fair Teferi over Playa. No, let one Playa good. Exalted was key for having an effective clock. Fez Nissa. I'm not playing with Nissa, no. That's because I don't own her on Magic Online, but also she's from Aftermath, which I do not acknowledge as I said that exists. And on top of that, I don't think that's a really... Oh no, actually I own one, shit. But I don't... She's not blue. I mean, I guess if you asked for, we can play a league with Nissa. It's a very Gabnasive thing to do, play one copy of Ingot Chur in his sideboard for reasons unknown. What matchup is Inevitable Betrayal for? It's to steal Elesh Norn from Amulet Titan. It's probably pretty bad, I think, like, thinking about it, where it is supposed to come in, but it's pretty funny, so we play with one. Maybe it's gonna lead to some funny scenarios on this stream. They had Scalding Talent, so I don't know if it's the mirror. Alright, we drew the Nissa. Doesn't look too bad. 3 Triumphs. My opponent has 69 cards in their deck right now, so their deck is actually giga big. Nahiri the Harbinger. The absolute anti-bean card has been dropped. You're fired. I'm glad Modern has reached a point where people can sideboard Tranquility. I don't know if Tranquility exists in Modern. And Narset, part of the Veils Against Mirrors, makes sense. Yeah, I thought about it. But I'm too busy playing Nissa, Ascended Animist, so... Sorry, can't help. Imprisoned in the moon. Arlen card. My cascade spell's not so good right now. So what's the deal with Nahiri? Is it just like bean removal? Is that it? Of the crescent moon. I guess Nahiri for Emrakul reasons. Yeah, that's flavorful. Did I tap in a way that casts Omnath? Let's find out. Seems like it. Kurwa, no nie seems like it. Cofka. This needs to source green. Good. Honestly, paying attention to how you fetch in this deck, it seems impossible. I just do stuff. Probably better to play the beans, but let's play Nissa for lulz. So yellow hat seems, yeah. Yellow hat seems not wrong, right? Nissa seeming pretty good right now. We got a 4-4. God fetching is the best, yeah. But like I missed out with this deck like 5 times. That maybe time to go back to actually colored shocklands that represent what they produce. How many payoffs do we have for beans? Plenty. We have 4 triumphs in their deck. Now that's probably too much. 7 mana Nissa seems ambitious. Why? It was great. It's 5 mana really. And was recommended by the almost world champion of this year, Gabriel Nassif, so. Murderous Cut against Elash. Fire Ice seems bad. And Nassif is not that great NGL. Wow. It's more than Ashiok to mill. Although they play a big deck, so it's probably bad. How many triumphs are we on? 2 triumphs. Let's go 64. His ego is a lot bigger than his resume. Wow. Gabriel, are you here? Let's get Zagov. Maybe Rogreen, Zagov, fetch, Zagov. I don't know. Keeping 1 fetch seems good. Ren and 6. For convenience, I'll fetch double triumph because then I don't have to think more about the mana. The Mona. The only thing longer than his resume is average turn length. Now that's funny. Oh no, my Leyline Binding was useless. Do you find playing this deck boring at all? I'm not bored yet. But it is like the worst type of Magic the Gathering where you just throw cards and it's just kind of senseless. Just throw cards, draw cards, pitch cards, throw cards, pitch cards. Come on, play something nice. Play Nahiri. No, have to fetch the 7th Triumph. Play Teferi. Alright, mine. Let's keep Time Warp in hand. Seems like it might be useful over the course of the game. Yoink, I guess. My bean. Oh, more bean. Leyline Binding, okay. I'm gonna take the bean, sure. In that case, I'll play bean. Now follow it up with a bean. Next turn we're gonna Time Warp for a huge advantage. Omnath. No dobra. Please can you stand up for our fellow podcaster? I did. I asked him if he's here, but he's not, so. But also, I mean, sometimes people chat in the chat, so. We got under commander. Put the third 2 lands. Does deck play once as a Oracle if it didn't run Cascade? No. I have the win con without that. There's no need for that. Come on, play something funny. No, that's not funny. Play Time Warp, friend. Murderous Cut plus Endurance plus Time Warp is infinite turns. Well, you don't need infinite, like, I don't know if you have actually infinite turns, but... Wow, I can't commandeer that. Opponent, please. Don't do that, or I'm actually gonna struggle. I mean, I think we're gonna do fine, but... If we draw a Solitude, we're gonna be good. If you cut the Endurance with the trigger on the stack, it goes fully infinite. I mean, I guess you, yeah, sure, because you can't evoke endlessly. Hey, can I ask questions about... Is it Phoenix? Sure. Have you watched my video guide though? Can I draw Solitudos? Yes, I can. Can I draw a white card actually? No, I can't. Alright. So we take Fury. Modern tournaments are going to even more draws than usual now. Huh? Yeah, very true. Cut draws 3-2, you would need to put more cards in the graveyard with 3 beans. Yeah, cleanup works. As long as you like had enough cards to clean up. I'd love to have Rapid Blitz mode on Modo. Sure. You would. Boseiju, sure, but at least they didn't Boseiju it like when they could still deal damage with the Fury. I wonder about pros and cons of Trespass combo in the version with other Wally Gaze and Picklock Pranster. I have not played with the Picklock Pranster, so can't say that much about it. Southern Titan seems great in the mirror for avoiding draws in the matchup. I don't know, because like they didn't kill it, then you kind of Armageddon both players. I don't think it's actually great. Not necessarily. Can we VIP heavy package? We could, yeah. Through the Nissa. Do I have a green card in my hand? I have the Nissa. Is there a risk of decking? 0. Okay. Overrun. Okay. Thank you for your comment. How your deck? It's gonna flip back to... No, my control, good. Ura. Do I have a fetchable? I have Godless Shrine. Ura! Gonna free their beans, I guess, but it had to be done. You play Teferi, Master of Time. Blue so bitches. Right. Full disclosure, chat. This Nissa is actually a joke. It was because Gabna Sif said, play one Nissa, question mark. So I put one Nissa into my deck, but I'll put the different Nissa than was expected of me. For comedy. My commandeer. Same targets, by the way. Wait, my commandeer? My commandeer. Where's my time warp? Where's my auctioneer? 4, 12. Still lethal? Let's find out. Probably. I don't understand those maneuvers. I just wanted to cycle towards my time warp. We have the beans. Gonna go with Rogrinos? No, can't. Rogrinos has to be Zagov. Stinky. Nissa seems good. Alright, Nissa is actually great, yeah. It's optimal. Nissa is GTO. Great teacher Onizuka, exactly. Oh no, not the beans. I guess I'll get Breeding Pool instead of Zagov. No, but Zagov is better than Breeding Pools. Spy was playing Nexus with no way to make mana. What do you mean? Like, no way to make mana? I didn't quite get the Nexus in Spike's deck. Are Beans mirrors worse than Scam mirrors? No? No lands, no Omnath. Okay. I think Omnath is a solid card. It's also blue, so... Would you play this type of a deck in a paper tournament? Maybe. Living in Mirror still top tier. Living in Mirror is entertaining in its own way, right? It's just different. I think that's cool. Tor mirrors are the worst mirrors. Yeah, like I dislike the mirrors where people have lots of cards. Both of them have lots of cards. That just kind of doesn't end up playing too well. Hit the Teferi, probably. Next mirror card, Narset's Reversal. Too bad into Teferis and like not having other targets. It's not really something you can do. Oh no, they have the bean advantage. Cascade to Reversal. Good plan, Da Vinci. You have solved it. Green, white, red, blue. This game is slowly becoming Uno. Very slowly. Giga slowly. So the Elder Deep Fintech some played. It's spike tech, so we know automatically it's a meme. It's a pretty funny meme, but Obsidian Charmo meme. Obsidian Charmo fine. My deck doesn't support red as easily, I think, so that's why I'm not playing it. Pretty narrow though. Commandeer, like I have Commandeer against Sean, we could have Charmo if you have more red mana and less blue cards, not to support Commandeer, right? Yeah, well, Fury equals less blue cards, so Commandeer worse, so Charmo. Yesterday, I don't like that this Teferi stops my cascade. That is not cool. Not alone. Kappa Choppa, PogChamp. Now I'm gonna hit the beans, I think. I don't know, maybe discarding a bean is bad, but seems like free is gonna be plenty. Of course, if my opponent binds too suddenly, then I will regret that. Could play Fulminators out of the board for Tron if you are really worried. Well, Charmo seems better. I guess Fulminator is slightly more castable with Godless Shrine, but not too much. And I mean, Fulminator is a bit too small, I think, too. I mean, it will be fine against Tron, yeah. Charmo's better. Fulminator better against Amulet. Bloodbraid does. Point clocking. Hitting the Time Traveler. Okay. So that's what, 3 Teferis at least in their deck. And what is Teferi bouncing? Did the price of the One Ring drop after the advent of beans? Probably actually rose because the prices are fully random. I'll probably fetch. It's a bit awkward with Omnath, but if I get Solitude, I gain life anyways. You don't gain the mana. Kurwa, no, tapping for Omnath is like my least favorite minigame in this deck. It used to be simpler for some reason, I don't know what. I guess the mana bases weren't playing Binding, so that's why. If you don't fetch, you can kill the Teferi. Well, but my Omnath is not gonna survive. Did you take that into account? No, I'm not playing Pioneer, I'm playing the Beans League today. Sorry. Okay, my own Teferi is gonna be helpful for the next turn. So I can make some Omnath moves, gain mana, kill their Teferi with the trigger. The fetch. You like Brazil music canister? That's one my wish and my one desire is to go to Brazil one day. Lrien, okay. Doesn't seem to matter. Are we in Beanstalk winter? It's fall. They don't play Force of Negation, they're too busy playing Bloodbraid Elf. Guess they could Boseiju. Boseiju, which I don't have green mana for. I don't know if I could have. Could pitch Endurance already. Could play Luca for Mindslaver. I don't know what that means, so. Let's do that while we are Teferi protected with the Endurance. From Endurance Solitude on Endurance. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have plenty fetchables, so probably discard Forest. Ocean, man. Take me by the sand. What about playing Seismic Assault as a win con? Well, I have a win con. Have you not watched the stream? The time warps actually work pretty decent as a win con. Actually do the thing. They will adjust. How? By playing Seismic Assault. Yeah, that's how they're gonna adjust. People for now have Blood-Red Elf, so you know. If they will adjust, then I will adjust back, but there is no need to adjust for them being unadjusted yet. I guess playing more Teferi would actually be solid if people are actually playing Blood-Red Elf. How many lands are you playing? 23 and 2 Lriens, I think. Yes. And 1 Nissa Ascendant Animist, but I have 61 cards in my deck. I guess if they have Time Warp right now, then things could be scary. I need a blue fetchable breeding pool. Okay, Temple Garden. I can't lose against Temple Garden, I don't think so. Like Solitude, whatever. Sahili Felder seems okay. Well, then you're playing Sahili, right? Which is a card quality sacrifice. Sahili is a blue card, you can pitch her. I guess the -2 is not blank in a Solitude deck. So there is some merit, yeah. Bounce Omnath. Teferi, great. If Beans is unbeatable, this match is an automatic draw. Snap. That does seem to be the case, yeah. Should have something still. Yeah, I have plenty. Oh, Teferi. Fine. Fine. I actually wanted it to happen like that. There's so much room to test with beans. Dark Fairness testing with Teferi Pilgrim and Spy with Elder Deep Fiend. Sure, I mean those cards clearly take less than an infinite amount of turns, so they don't actually do anything, but fair. Thanks for the raid, Philippa. Philippa is going to be commentating in Sofia too. And I'm actually leaving to Sofia tomorrow, chat. I don't know if I told you ever, but I am gonna be commentating over the tournamentos. This Did I ever play Yogfather? I don't know what it is. Raz, dwa, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Found Enduro. But I guess I have to pass the turn with 3 Force of Negations. If you altered Nissa, wouldn't you kill them? I have 3 forests, my friend. Also, I already attacked. So I guess I would kill them, yeah. I think we won though still. What is the tournament in Sofia? It is LEC. Is that the name of it? Legacy European Championship. LMS. Legacy Magic Showdown is the name for it. It's how it's called. And I'm gonna be there. It's like an RCQ, but big, and has many slots that qualify. I don't remember exactly how many off the top of my head. Alright, chat, do we cut Nissa? Am I playing any side events tomorrow? Probably not. Just gonna go there for a moment to walk around and not play, but be there, I guess. Murderous Cut is only necessary if they're gonna have Elish Norn, which means I can cut down to 2. Do I know if you're gonna be in Ghent yet? Almost assuredly, yeah. Fire Ice is not so good. Can be 64, I guess. Oh, but you're not maximizing your bean odds, chat. Betrayal for Norn. It's not even guaranteed that they play Norn, and there is the Teferi in those decks. I don't think I like that. I'm probably gonna cut the Betrayal because it's not even funny when I don't sideboard it, which I don't. But yeah, this hand is gonna get hosed by the Teferi pretty hard. This deck looks like Cascade Tibalt. Yeah, I guess in a way it does. It's probably bad, should go Zagov, but I mean then I still have a Taplan in my hand, so it was good. Actually, I can upkeep tap the land. Seems good. I get Godless Shrine, then Forest, then I have all the colors. Always nervous that I will misfetch and be unable to actually do anything. The Bean Scam Zoo deck. No, not the Bean Scam Zoo deck. No. My worst matchup. The Beans list doesn't look particularly tough as is like particularly equipped to handle living end right now too either. Because you can't really commandeer that. Which is interesting to me. But, you know, you could play 4 endurance and you would be greatly equipped. What would be a cringe word amalgamation for Bean Scam Zoo? Beam Zoom. Living end doesn't even matter, just exile all. Is that how it plays out? I have my doubts, but maybe that is how it plays out. Spike said, I mean, Spike says things, that's like, it's fine. I agree that he said that. But it does make sense that it is not trivial because you can actually like beat their creatures. I don't know what my opponent is doing. Yeah, if you have Fury, you just put lots of cards into their deck, damn. I've been played for a fool. That's why they're not doing anything. I mean, I get in Solitude that. Seems better than Binding, pitch Omnath. Keep Fawn and Binding. Alright, drew 2 lands, wasn't worth it. But you know, if Endurance is dead, then they can't loop their deck. Maybe they have more Endurance, I don't know how many are present in their decks. But yeah, also people play few Teferis often now. You lost a lot to Endurance today. That is pretty classic living and experience. I'm probably gonna get Furied now, and my play was actually pointless. Okay. Leshnorn. Resolves. Resolves? Resolves. We have 2 cuts. It's fine. Leshnorn, Grandmother of Machines. Lrien. Maybe use Playa to get extra beans and then use this as Ancestral. Could reveal Lrien, but could also not do that. Yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend, Philippa. See you in Sofia and have a good day of at work. Fury double. Fury Mag double. I have a subtlety in my deck. It's not like it has an ability. So I guess we're gonna cast Ancestral. Don't have a white card. Solitude stays in play, which is nice. No, still beans, not Titan. I've been bean pilled yesterday. The deck is unbeatable. Unfortunately. There's nothing that can be done. Could your opponent kindly play non-creature next turn? Need to draw a white card. 3 lands, alright, 3 more lands, let's go. Oh shit. Well, actually dead if my opponent doesn't, if my opponent just goes to attack. Probably should have free cut, and I should cut a Solitude rather than a Murderous Cut. That's like the entire purpose of having Murderous Cut the Elishnorn, and I kind of played myself for like a fiddle. Maybe they're gonna do something pre-combat though. Please. No, play some stuff. Ah. It's weird to see a folklore Omnath deck without Rend 6 and Ring. Can we champ with Solitude because Elishnon stops the evoke? I needed to draw a white card, that's the issue. Which is why my opponent needed to play a card pre-combat. Murderous Cut, by the way. On the top. Alright, let's have 3 card, 2 Solitude, that seems better. 4 Force of Negation, 4 Commandeer is a lot. They play Fury and Blood Red Elf. Should just have less of that, I think. Because it was kind of embarrassing to die to that. Do you bring in Betrayal on the play? If they have Elishnon, then let's bring Betrayal, yeah. El Verdicto? No, no, no. Okay, let's cut Nissa. It's getting serious. Fire and I've seen Poor. No, it's literally Time Warp. 5 Time Warps in my deck. Also kills Teferi at minus. Which Teferi seems strong on the battlefield, so. I don't feel like I actively want to cut it. Hello, Mr. Second Best Polish Streamer. Wow, and they said words can't hurt. Wow, clearly they can. Hey, TSP Enreg, stop, dog. Okay, we hit the Betrayal. Let's go. Where's the Elishnorn, bro? Come on. Elishnorn in hand, seems like. Outplayed. I mean, so I guess I get Omnath. They have Gemstone Caverns. Their hand is a Binding. Maybe a Teferi. Alright, this card sucks. Don't play it, it's terrible. If I hit the beans, I would just win, but instead I'm gonna get Endurance, mill them. Well, they do Teferi, whatever play I make. Unfortunately, I can't solve to the Omnath they're gonna be Teferiing. If that's what they're doing. You have 2 Solitude. I don't know what's in their hand. Like, probably Solitude, but not. Maybe they bought it out too. Commandeer twice in their deck. Commandeer doesn't seem that great. Right, Inevitable Betrayal betrayed me. Double Agent Omnath. Well, they probably spotted out some, but they had 2 Solitudes, okay. Interestingly. Time for the Saheeli mirror. If you bring up Saheeli once again, I'm timing you out for hours, Da Vinci. Do you think Force of Vigor is actually like a relevant card to have? 2 copies or something like that? Just imagine they Force of Vigor me EOT right now. Would suck. Well, Damn. Teferi seems insane. They have any in their deck? Just one, okay. And Agent, unfortunately. And next turn is Elish Norn is coming. Oh, I'm coming for you. Time Warp is a good draw. Can go Time Warp into Lurien's, like draw 6. Kinda 5. And then if we cut Elish Norn, she's no longer available unless Endurance shuffles her in, but...
He's a phenomenal control player.
Whoa! Said Elish Norn. Ooh! Boo! If I hit Omnath, then technically, but I guess I'll continue playing tapped lands. Alright, let's Time Warp again. We can bind Elish Norn, or can we? We hit the cat. Murderous Cut. Meow. Exile the Betrayal. Wow, Ardent Plea is so much greater than literally anything. How am I today? I'm pretty good. Beans, yeah. I'll Boseiju it next turn. Keep my fetches for Omnath action. Idly, Omnath is going to clear Teferi for free. Bloodbraid us. Into Endurance, cool. Impressive, brother. They shouldn't have Solitude now, which is actually great for my Omnath. Omnath clear Teferi. Shardless into Beans. Do we have enough fetchables? I have the basics, so I should. Right, random tapping. Draw 2. Upkeep fetch breeding pool. Destroy the bean. And pass. Sometimes I give myself the beans. Fury. Fury literally doesn't matter. in the slightest. Alright, let's cast Ancestral end of turn. Successfully defeated the Omnath minigame. My hand is actually mono blanks right now. That's not good. Technically, but my opponent also has 2 cards in hand, so you know, I have 4 beans in play, so I have to believe that my top decks are stronger on average than theirs. And my deck includes 2 Time Warps and theirs don't. Top 6 farewell, okay, brother. Is there some good way to utilize all the dead fetches you draw post endurance in these matches? Da Vinci was suggesting Seismic Assault, but that card is not good. But it is a way to utilize the fetches. But mostly, should probably just ignore that. Like in those spots, like it's fine, you just draw past them. And has anyone hit you with Back to Nature yet? An opponent had Back to Nature in their deck, I think. What are they doing? Okay. Fair. 1x Titania. No, Titania doesn't really do anything. It's like it doesn't matter. It's not relevant. Our opponent got me. Commandeer, well. 4 Commandeer is probably not good for the Smirror. There's no ring to steal, it's just like you're trying to take the beans, which is solid, but... Okay, we'll draw Cut into 5 cards, so... How many lands left in the deck? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Let's go. This time I can sense the 5-0. Keep. Oh no, he's breeding. What does that mean? Andrea Mengucci. Yes, that is my opponent. Neoform? No, Mishra's Bubble is not Neoform. Maybe he's Teamwork Tide. Probably Teamwork Tide, yeah, sounds good. I think I played against it yesterday or 2 days ago. It was Murktide with Seek the Beast and whatever is the name of the shaman from Eldrinos. Alright, let's do the thing where we fetch a plains because Respect the Cat said so. Murktide with Back to Nature. Damn. Makes sense, honestly. This. Thank you, Gab, for the suggestion. The card seems great. Would you play this deck if you were to play in Sofia this weekend? Probably. I don't know. Probably should have responded with the fetch because it was obvious he's gonna counterspell. And I'm not gonna draw 2. And I want to draw lands. Well, that's kind of a land. Shoop. Pow, pow, pow. Tarmogoyf. What the hell? Chat, there is a Tarmogoyf in my modern game. Who do I call to clean up the issue? I fetch, I counter spell. Counter Teferi. Oh, Seek the Beast, alright. Whatever. Heat Pierce, sure. Lamar. I could attack with 2, brings him down to 8, so that's pretty low life total, and I could go Nissa ultimate next turn, and that would be pretty threatening, but too bad I didn't. Also, questing Druid with Spell Pierce is incredible, and Counterspell, incredible synergy, I have to admit. Mouth-watering synergy. Ultimate Nissa for 5 mana, I guess that doesn't work. Well, I would have 2 forests, right? Because I would draw the forest. But I guess the 5 mana issue is kind of bigger. See? 2 forests. Time Warp now. Too bad we can't Omnath us and Time Warp in the same turn. Omnath High Roll. Beans Teferi bounce through it. That's probably just wins. Bro, Teferi is so good. What do I think about adding Fury to this deck? Shells. Fury is kind of fine, but also only if your opponent lets you play. Only if your opponent plays into it, which some people do not cooperate and they don't play into your Fury. Not a big fan of that aspect. So, I mean, probably just have to make a choice. Force of Negation or Fury. Both seem reasonable to me, but... Also, Murderous Cut is actually incredible, I think. It's really good. You gonna take away Mango's 5-0, really, bro? Yeah, happily. Took so much from me. Now it's time for me. Do I have lands in my deck? In a way, I do. What about Magmatic Sinkhole in the deck? Doesn't kill Elesh Norn. Kills Planeswalkers though. Interesting. 100k versus 5 chess, exactly. Can't let him know I had Nissa. Sorry, because... Too bad, because since it's Mango, we have to go try hard mode, so we have to cut Nissa. Post board. Mango's Shardless having a meltdown. Why? Why would they have a meltdown? They didn't even see Nissa. bring in Betrayal, name Seek the Beast. You don't name anything with the Betrayal, you just grab a creature from their deck. And Seek the Beast is an adventure part of a creature that I could grab with it, but I'm not gonna. MH3 should print Meltdown into Modern. That is so true, my buddy, my friend. Where do you bring it in? I shouldn't. It shouldn't be in my deck. I'm sorry, it's just a mistake. Wow, a playable card, so lucky. Ay, ay, ay. How about his Merctide versus the Beans deck? Doesn't seem all that bad right now. How about his Ardent Plea? Pretty bad. Oh no, not Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Okay. Have you played non-Cascade Folklore Bean decks? Is it stronger to omit Ren 6 and go Cascade? Honestly, I'm not missing Ren 6 in the slightest. Ren 6 always was a card that made me... that I wasn't the biggest fan of, honestly. Do you have Mountain? I don't. So I don't have a... I mean, I would need to... I guess maybe I could. I would drop a lot of life points to do that. Like Ren 6 just means that you play a deck that is very land dense, because Ren 6 is not a good top deck after pass your opening hand for the most part, and then in the late game, and this deck already floods a lot, and it floods much less without Ren, with 4 more extra real spells. You had cute shit with Cycle Triumph. Yeah, you don't really do that. 5 card types. Alright, Omnath, save me. Dispute. Technically I still live though. Oi, 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 Omlatus Canteros. So like Ren 6 is... I was sometimes voicing my anger at Ren 6 being kinda bad. Which, like, obviously is a strong card, but also it was kinda bad at times. Iterates, okay. Breeding Pool. I am dead to Lightning Bolt, but I assume it is not present. Omnath always feels like the card you want to be drawing. No, there are spots where you would prefer to draw, for example, a land. But when I'm at 1 life, I agree I would like to draw Omnath. No, I believe the Krasnal hasn't played. It was age restricted, so it couldn't play. Seek the beast. Alright. What beasts have we been sacked? 2 lands, fair. Questing Druid. Probably best to cast it. Seems like counterspell. Then I just need to top deck. Spell Pierce, yeah, that's the same thing. Almost. Let's go. Something nice. That's nice. Murktide as a card is unplayable with Bean's best dot deck. Bounce Leyline. I don't know. Probably bounce Questing Druid. Because bounce Leyline is a bit too rough. It does let him find a bolt. But I don't have to find a second answer, right? So good card. But he also has Ragavan in his hand, so if I don't remove a threat, then I die. So I can Seek the Beast, fail on Bolt, and then Solitude is gonna stabilize. Bouncing the Beans was worse than bouncing the Leyline Binding. Alright, Seek the Beast. Dragon Race Channeler and Tarmogoyf. That is so many creatures. But Solitude actually pretty solid at stopping creatures. So best draw is Omnath. Does he not play the Druid? Or is it Druid last for no reason? Okay. Damn, we'd go Solitude into Cat, so actually that'd be great too. Seems like Supreme Verdict is fine against his deck. Let's go, Mengucci. I keep Zagov. Is it not worth to play Indapatrium to be able to cast Murderous Cut or Binding? You don't cast Murderous Cut on turn 2 ever, so it's not really a concern, but there might be a different combination of triumphs that is slightly better suited for the deck. I don't know. I tried thinking about it, and Sag of Triumph and Draw Green seemed like the best combination for my needs, but I mean, more in the spot of 6 lands. Well, then you can just... I haven't had really an issue where I would want to keep up this and this at the same time. I block. Actually, I shock your creature. And then we trade. Fair. I'm taking that. I'm perfectly happy with that exchange. Let's make minimal effort to play around Blood Moon. I don't know if it's in his deck, but maybe. Means a 3-color deck with Tarmogoyf. Probably not, but who knows, right? I guess I don't need to play Lrien. Can cycle it. I mean, you would moon and you just assume you play without green. I'll get the island. Can't force it yet. It's the nimble Pilferer. Is it still my nemesis or is it time over? Yes, but as you see, not very successful anymore. This deck kinda actually feels like a modern deck with the beans instead of being a giga clunky deck. Which also is actually really funny given the how do you say that? Given the way people felt about the One Ring lately, you know, before the Eldraine set got released. It just kind of flipped pretty hard. He was 8-0. Well, if he wants to win, then my advice to him is to win. Do I think Tron is good right now with all these bean decks? Damn, living end. I have 4 commandeers. I think my Tron matchup is good. So, depends. Do you think Twill's time to shine is now against all of these bean decks? I have 4 commandeers, so my matchup is good. I also have 4 Force of Negotiation, so my matchup is good. The worst matchup for beans are Escape Ship, Valakut, BTL. I have 4 commandeers, I'm not afraid. I guess I'm gonna be saying that a lot, but... like, again, it really depends how you build your deck, but if you build your deck like the version with BBE, then you're gonna suck against anyone with 2 ghosts over the top of you. Because your decklist just has huge blind spots. If you... so I prefer to account for the blind spots at least a little bit. While playlist, it's Twitch chat generated. Are you annoyed that you didn't discover the tier 0 deck of the format first? No, why? Also, if you go to my profile on X and you go scroll, 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 scroll. Fuck, I can't find it. Took 1 set to make Force Searing obsolete. Wait, I put it in quotation marks, which actually doesn't have the same strength. Alright. Fetch. Where fetch? Fetch. Thanks. Please have Bindex be 30% on the Sophia field. Why? Huh? Why are you saying this? Beans should be banned. He said it, bros. They said it, now they're gone. What would you play in the sideboard? Only own one commandeer for FNM tomorrow. Do they not let you proxy commandeers? Because really, I have no idea. Ashiok. Can cut Nissa. Supreme Verdict, why not? Subtlety, why not? Murderous Cuts, out. Leyline Binding, out. What decks is Ashiok good against? Amulet Titan. Here, it's gonna be fine. I had the idea of bringing him in the mirrors because people mill out with beans. Not sure if that's relevant. Subtelna Living End, chcesz 2 za 2 na Griffną robić? No chcę wypierdolić Griffa, no. Tak. Żeby ocalić Teferiego i chce go zagrać? Wiadomo, albo Endurance'a ocalić, no. Oh, you can 2 for 2 against Living End, sure, because literally every card in Living End has the same value, right? It's not like if they Living End they win, if they don't, they don't. This can make them unable to cascade, and I get to play Teferi on free or Ashiok, so probably should keep Fire Ices. Any other cards I can cut to keep the Leyline Bindings? Not really, 2 bindings seem good. I don't want to draw 4 anyways. In which matchups do you bring in Commandeer? Lots of them. Tron. I was bringing 4 in the mirror, but then I realized that there is very few things that people cast in the mirror that I want to commandeer, so I'm not sure anymore. I see Mengu let you win. Yeah, in a very convincing fashion. Almost looked like he wasn't throwing. Ooh, Monstrous Carabid. Damn. I love when people cycle Monstrous Carabid. Do I ice or do I beans? Probably ice. Commandeer for Tron Rhinos, Burn Coffer's Ring, base folklore, anything missing? Yeah, probably those decks, maybe. Yeah, anything else with ring, like you can bring 2 against Amulet too. You need smite that monstrous deck in the sideboard, do I? Beans is my only green card for Endurance actually. Maybe I just play Endurance now. Or I guess I play Playa. Makes sense to play Playa. I guess I play. Yeah. Wow, what a good Playa canister. Force of Negation, you're up the beanstalk. But then I get to keep my Exalted Cascade Enchantment. Soon Beans will play Street Race so they can find more beans and draw more cards. I'm sure they won't. Is he saying it wrong on purpose? I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but I just will stick with Playa. There's just some words that are not worth thinking about, because their pronunciations are made up anyways. Playa, Loitant, Thalia's Loitant. I just realized living end is the opposite of dead end. Damn. That is eye-opening in a way. Thank you for sharing. Should play Force of Will instead of Force of Negotiation. I agree. Why does Ardent Plea have arrows next to it? I don't see any. Sometimes just like arrows that point at triggers persist on model for a bit longer than you'd think they should. Okay. Which card will have more longevity in Magic the Gathering in general? The One Ring or Lrien Revealed? Which one are we going to play within 5 years? I think it's Lrien actually. I have Force of Negation. Oh wait, I can't pitch my Endurance. Countered. Yeah, the living end wouldn't even beat my Solitude, I think, because the Carabid would be monstrous. Have I faced any burn? Not with this deck, no. Probably tough matchup, unless you commandeer their Boros Charm. Hey Kanye, why don't you Endurance there? Because that seemed weaker to Subtlety. And Force to Force is... well, I don't know. Why would I Endurance? It's not a big deal, their graveyard resolves, right? So I'd prefer to counter, I think. And Endurance a bigger graveyard in the future. So I guess a question could be, why would I Endurance here? And the answer is, I don't know. Lets you force a Shardless Cascade next turn. Yeah, fair. Force as a backup. That would make sense. I was just utterly not worried about anything. Honestly. Maybe I should start being worried now. Now they have a big graveyard, so I'll Endurance. Damn, they stacked the triggers correctly. That seems fine. Can draw a white card again. Not a white card. Alright, let's see if they have a force backup too. Is that actually good enough? It might be good enough for them if they have a force here. But instead, Canister wins the game, so much rather. Was it the last living end? Probably. Why not let Subtlety resolve, then Solitude redraw Endurance? Well, what do I do with that Endurance then? Do I cast it with 1 green mana, or do I pitch it with no green cards in my hand? Keep. When clicked, open Twitch. Can't be. Xander's launch. What's that? With a Scalding Tarn? Is that creativity? It seems like it. I play the beans. Oh, I spell beers. I play Teferi so you can cascade. I play Archon of Cruelty on turn 4. Oh snap. We lost, bros. The sequence is already... Okay, not happening. Guess I could just summon an Archon on their next turn. I was just assuming they won't do that, so... Given the like double Dwarven Mind play, it's not a signal of a land heavy hand. And if they do, then so what, right? I'll find a Solitude. Should I bind the Goblin Shaman immediately though? Doesn't seem to be necessary. We bind the Fable. If they get an Archon, I'm just gonna kill an Archon. And Shardless Agent trades for the Goblin Shaman token. Shardless Agent into Up the Beanstalk is like Fable of the Mirror Breaker, I just realized. Why no attack? Because why would I attack? I want to trade for the Shaman when it attacks for sure, and the 2 damage provides roughly 0 value. I don't want to like have my Shardless Lightning bolted and then get an attack with the Shaman and then have the Shaman still laying around. Seems just bad. Okay. Solitude. Are we drawing 5? No, I'm firing both goblins, I think. You're fired. Oh wow, that is not that strong. You're fired. Okay. Omnath seems too risky to deploy. People used to sideboard Orvar for this matchup. True. They truly did. They discovered the creativity again. And I bolt. It's probably better for me to let them attack and trade. Okay. Solid. Fetch blinds. Replay our solid dude. I actually cast an instant speed. Reprieve? Okay. People are stupid. I mean, I don't think they're stupid because they play Reprieve. It's kinda harsh to say. Do you think Mason Clark's Beans list without endurance is only 60 cards is viable? No, he said he made a mistake not putting an endurance in there, and it was kinda scary. One endurance seems to need to be there. It's been very useful for me. Stealing creativity doesn't do anything, right? Because they still get the Archon. Standard cards OP now. Sure. Maybe this. They probably bring Elesh and some land destroyers now. Could be, yeah. Let's keep Murderous Cut. Let's cut Nissa. Just go with 63. Oh, I guess you can change the target of creativity, yeah. That's true. Wait, this is a one-lander, but I have so many lands in my deck, I'm gonna draw some. See? Zagov Boros. Kto to dzwoni? Isn't Rogreen Gardens better? Why? That's not the main. Why have I kept that hand? I didn't realize it's a one-lander. Agent casting purposes. Good point, actually. What do I have? Planes? That wouldn't cast agent. Fetch like that. Just planes in the deck, right? Godless Shrine, 2 lands. I don't have the domain in my hands. Okay, that's convincing. Is my refrigerator running? Yes. Tempura Garden. I counter with Spell Pierce. Damn. Good, if it's not working properly, you are at a higher risk of foodborne illnesses. My favorite illnesses. What is it running from? Yes. What's Locktober? I don't know. No, call Holipka. Why not fetch Zagov Triumph and Sacred Foundry? Because Twitch chat told me not to. Because then I can top deck Plains or Godless Shrine and be unable to cast Agent. And I said, damn. Your argument is extremely convincing. Now, then immediately I drew Murderous Cut and we are where we are. Would you add Sacred Foundry with Zagov now in the mana base? Sacred Foundry is in my deck. Do I ever lose? Often. This game, we just need to unstack. Solid. Have I considered adding Murderous Cut to your deck? Yeah. Yes. No attacks. Your opponent won't let any Ragavans get dashed. Alright, land. Up the Beanstalk. Pay costs. Wow. Sure. I mean, it's not card's advantage because, well, I guess it is, but like, they traded it for the beans. That's like neutral. Does beans stay exiled? No, it's in my deck. This cannot fetch Godless Shrine. Sad. Alright, beans attempt number 4 this game. One here, one here, one here. This is the 4th. Omnath, so I guess I'll play this. We won, more or less. With an emphasis on less, I think. Goodbye, Omnath. Goodbye, Omnathos. What do you think are the best cards to side in against beans? There is none. Wow, they scooped. Alright, we got a trophy.